He wasn't a banker. He wasn't a trader. He wasn't even interested in the stock market. Yet, he built the most successful hedge fund in human history, a fund so powerful that no one outside its walls fully understands how it works. While others screamed at their trading screens, he quietly programmed equations. While Wall Street relied on intuition, he relied on math. And math never gets emotional. James Simons, the man who turned Wall Street into a science lab, using algorithms to make billions, while barely speaking to the financial world. Stay till the end, because the way he did it will completely change how you think about money, intelligence, and human limitation itself. And before we begin, we're building the biggest channel that uncovers the real stories behind financial genius. So make sure to subscribe right now, and let's dive into the mind of the man Wall Street calls the quant king. James Simons wasn't born into finance. He was born into mathematics. As a young boy in Massachusetts, his fascination with patterns was unmatched. He could see structure in chaos. Numbers didn't confuse him. They spoke to him. By his 20s, he had already earned a PhD in mathematics from Berkeley and was working as a cryptographer for the US government, breaking secret military codes. But deep down, he wasn't chasing status. He was chasing understanding. He once said, "I like to figure things out. That's what I do." And that mindset, curiosity over greed, would later become his greatest weapon in finance. In the 1970s, Simons was a math professor at Stony Brook University, living the quiet academic life. He loved teaching. He loved solving problems. But something inside him kept whispering, "There's more to discover." At that time, Wall Street was ruled by instincts, gut feelings, news headlines, and phone calls. It was chaos disguised as sophistication. Simons looked at it differently. He thought, if the world runs on data, why not the markets too? So he left academia behind. No finance background, no Wall Street connections, just a belief that numbers could reveal hidden order behind the market's madness. And in 1978, he founded Renaissance Technologies, a small firm with one mission: to let mathematics, not emotion, control the money. Simons didn't hire traders. He hired scientists, mathematicians, physicists, codebreakers, linguists, people who could think differently. Together, they built something Wall Street had never seen before: algorithms that could read markets like a language. They poured in years of historical data, teaching computers to recognize patterns invisible to the human eye. Instead of reacting to news, they predicted probabilities. They weren't trading stocks, they were trading signals. And slowly, something incredible began to happen. Their models worked. Trade after trade, the algorithms outperformed humans. Emotions didn't matter. Only logic did. While others tried to understand why the market moved, Renaissance simply figured out when it would move. And that was enough to make billions. By the 1990s, Simons' secret weapon, the Medallion Fund, was making returns no one could believe. Not 20%, not 30%, but over 60% annually, after fees. Unheard of, and even more mysterious, no one outside the firm knew how. Every trade, every model, every algorithm was locked behind secrecy. The Medallion Fund became legendary. Employees inside were forbidden to invest anywhere else, because it was that good. Simons didn't gamble. He removed the human element: fear, greed, hesitation, all gone. He built a system where data ruled and emotion was irrelevant. To him, it wasn't about making money. It was about proving that mathematical truth could conquer human chaos. James Simons changed everything. Not just how people traded, but how people thought about trading. He saw the market not as a financial machine, but as a complex natural system, just like weather or physics. He once said, "We don't predict the future, we predict the probabilities." The market has patterns if you know where to look. This mindset, logic over luck, turned Renaissance into a fortress of wealth. Even today, decades later, no fund has ever come close to their success. Simons proved that genius isn't about being louder or bolder. It's about seeing what others ignore. And that's exactly what he did. In 2009, Simons retired from daily operations, but his impact kept spreading. He became one of the world's biggest philanthropists, donating billions to science, education, and research. His story is a reminder that intelligence, when driven by curiosity, can reshape the world. He didn't just outsmart Wall Street, he rewrote its DNA. And even though he's one of the richest men alive, Simons once said something that defines his entire life. Money is a byproduct of success. What matters is the pursuit of understanding. That's the mindset that built a $28 billion fortune. And more importantly, it built a legacy that will last for generations. James Simons showed the world that data can conquer emotion, that logic can crush fear, and that genius isn't born. It's built through curiosity and persistence. If you made it this far, you just witnessed how one man transformed chaos into order and built the most successful fund in history. We're building the biggest channel revealing the untold stories of financial legends who changed the world forever. So if you want more stories like this, subscribe, because the next one might just blow your mind even more.